Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes is at the North Lawn. Legal contributor Jessica Levinson is standing by for analysis. And congressional correspondent Nicole Killian is following developments on Capitol Hill. But Nancy, let's start things off with you. The president posted on Truth Social this afternoon that he was terminating all talks with Canada. Remember, we've got a 25% tariff on all goods not covered under that existing trade agreement with Canada and Mexico. So what caused this sudden shift?
Right. This was a big surprise, Kelly, because the U.S. and Canada had been engaged in very active trade talks over the past few weeks. Canada was certainly very eager to make a deal, and these are two close allies and major trading partners. But the president saying he's calling that all off. He's going to set the tariff rate on Canada, and that he'll let them know what it is in the next week. What set him off appears to be this digital services tax that was set to go into effect in Canada on Monday. This is a tax on revenue from digital companies, major technology firms, U.S. firms like Google and Amazon, a tax on the revenue that they get from things like advertising or harvesting user data. It is unclear what set him off now, because these taxes have been in the works for a year or so, but they were supposed to get collected starting on Monday. He wanted Canada to call them off. Apparently they didn't, and that's why he now says the talks are off. As you well know, Kelly, this is a threat that he sometimes makes and then rolls back when he gets a concession from the other country. So let's see if that's the case this time around.
Yeah, you're very right to note that especially with Canada, we've seen a lot of back and forth on this trade policy. I also want to ask you this, because you were in the Oval Office today and you asked the president about where things stand between the U.S. and Iran. What did he have to say?
Right. So all week, the president has been signposting talks with Iran that he says will begin next week. Iran publicly has not embraced those talks. It's still unclear whether they will take place, who will be involved, and what it is exactly that they will talk about. So that's what I asked the president about in the Oval Office. Take a listen.
What they want to do is they want to get back to life, and they do want to meet me, and we'll do that quickly. We're going to do it quickly.
They said this morning that they don't want to meet with the U.S. Were they telling you something different in private?
They may say that to you. Don't you think they want to meet me? Don't you think we have sanctions on there that they can't do anything? Wouldn't you think that they want to meet me? I mean, they're not stupid people, but they went through a lot, and they suffered, and so did Israel. Israel suffered greatly. It was a nasty 12 days, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
I also asked the president about enriched uranium in Iran and whether he thinks that it was all destroyed by the U.S. or perhaps the Iranians could have been storing some of it in a fourth site that was not bombed. He said he believes that it is all gone. Kelly.
That's what I love about you, Nancy. You always go in for the follow-up. You're like, wait, but I have to clarify this. It's always good reporting. While I still have you, though, of course, the other big thing of today, the Supreme Court decision. What was the president's reaction to that?
Well, he called it a major victory and a rebuke of liberal judges who, in his view, overstepped their bounds. The reality, though, is that the legal fight over birthright citizenship is far from over. You have many states that have filed legal challenges who say it is unconstitutional, and that's something that could end up going to the Supreme Court once again, because today the Supreme Court did not rule on that central question of whether the president's attempts to modify the meaning of birthright citizenship are in violation of the Constitution. Many legal scholars believe that when another case makes it to the Supreme Court, they will rule on that very central question and not favorably for the president. But for now, the White House is expressing optimism that things are eventually going to go their way.
More to come on that. Nancy Cordes, thank you.